A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. An hour of woes and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand! Men of the West!
Hello everybody, I'm The Last Pretender, and today we're going to be doing turn 91 of our MA Man Redemption series. So let's go ahead and hop right on into it. I already recorded this once. I didn't have my audio on, so it was probably a lot more pleasant to watch because you didn't have to hear me. But too bad. So let's take a look here. So we got some blood magic research, which we don't care about at all. One of my monks got killed by some brass claw horrors, which is unfortunate, but not really a big deal. We had some dudes die on the march, which is whatever. We had a little bit of fight, so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So I'll know exactly what happens in these fights because I've seen them just recently. Basically, this dude is going to go ahead and bless himself and kill everything. I believe. Yep, there he goes. And he's going to be like, hey, what's up? Hey, and all my little dudes are a little bit tougher at fighting than these terrible little woodsmen. So, hooray. Good for Vanheim. I'm going to go ahead and have a battle over here, which I believe is going to be a big fat nothing burger. Right, here's a little army that I've got. Got a little bit of mage support and such. And just some province defense. No big deal. In fact, it doesn't even seem to be province defense. Yeah, because there's no province defense. In fact, there's just a couple of extra units hanging around there who retreat. Okay. We took control of a province that of which didn't have any forces in it. Good for us. We have a little battle right here, wherein we're going to see this Grigori here. He's going to go ahead and step on some province defense. Don't really need to see that. He wipes him out pretty handily. Now over here is where things are a little bit more interesting, as now we have Ulm kind of turning his full attention towards Phaeacia, I believe it's pronounced. Well, hold on. Do I still have it? I don't have it anymore. Oh, well, I'll mess with it later. But quite a significant force that we can see coming out for our sailor friends. And we've got our little Earth King right here. And he's going to be doing the classic spam earthquake maneuver. I don't really know if I agree with that necessarily. And part of the reason I don't really super agree with that is that he's got a 27 magic resist. Like, you put like an Astral Mage here and buff him up, he might be able to take this army. Like, I haven't seen anything that tells me he couldn't have just fought this army. The only threat is the Queen of the Lake right here. That's his only threat. That's the only one he's got. And so I kind of feel like, I don't know. I could imagine a world in which this guy does a lot better than what he actually ends up doing. This earthquake is just kind of whatever. And so we're going to see our little water lady here is going to land. And she's going to do some fighting. And you can see she's going to punch him pretty good. And because he doesn't have any shock resistance, he's going to get shocked a lot by the lightning bolt there. So he's good and stunned. Because she's got the lightning shield. I never tried to pronounce this. Scutata Volturnus? I don't know. But the lightning shield, the one that lets you cast Shock and Grasp. And it's going to do very well against this dude. And she's just going to poke him to death. Boom. So, overall, I mean, it was not a great battle for either side, really. I mean, losing 8 Shaman and 8 Colossi Weavers is no small task. Everything else is, I mean, losing 83 troops out of 500 is no laughing matter, but it's not the end of the world, though the mages is a pretty significant loss. So, okay, at least I don't have to deal with that. I just take a little province with my my golem from Nabah. It was a province that we were kind of negotiating about. Anyway, then we have a follow-up battle in which, so you saw right here, this was Ulm attacking, and then over here, you're going to see Phaecia attacking Ulm, and you can see it's going to end in quite a bloodbath. Now, not a lot of stuff going on over here from Ulm. He's got a good bit of these Master Smiths, who are, of course, going to be casting, Blizzard or whatever. Reign of Blizzard, of Iron Blizzard, or whatever it's called. Right? That's what they're casting, right? You're not really the one I wanted to ask. Yeah, Iron Blizzard and that sort of thing. And that's definitely going to do damage. And we're going to find this big fat battle that's going to go down. Oh, one thing to note is that I don't see him. I think he got nicked by falling stones. Or maybe he died. I don't remember. I think he got nicked by it. But the god of Ulm was here, old Einstein. And he went ahead and basically gave everybody decay. So a lot of people on both sides are going to end up getting decayed, and that's going to do a lot of damage. So just something to note. We're going to see a bloody battle here, but ultimately Ulm really just doesn't quite have enough to actually hold all this back. But a lot of guys are going to get hurt. You can see in particular, this Queen of the Lake or whatever is actually going to be Queen of the Lake is actually going to be very successful in killing a lot of stuff and helping push the tide in the favor of Phaecia. So another loss for Ulm, but while a loss for our friends Ulm. Another loss for Ulm, but while a loss, we're seeing Phaecia still bleeding. I mean, they lost the rest of their shaman and the rest of their Colossi Weavers. So that's basically their entire mage core, other than these Prince Consorts. And that's basically, I mean, that's their whole mage core, that and the Lich, right? And a Colossi Queen. So really pretty bad attrition we're looking at right here. So that's what's going on there. Oh, and I should probably have pointed out. Yeah, you can see that the Master Alchemist was there. He didn't die, but he did cast a spell. I think he had like Ring of Returning or something on, and poofed home. But you can see everything else died. 8 Master Smiths, 4 priests. Hooray! What else we got going on? That's it. Some of our people left because they heard some more of that banging music that they're into. The kids, you know. We got some unrest, loss of population. We got some more loss of some more unrest, some more unrest. Lots of taxes going down, so that's neat. Jesus. Some death gems. Some more stuff. That's cool. Taxes. I like when taxes go up. That should happen more. We should get more good harvests. I feel like my people are supposed to be lucky. One of my monks died, and that's it. That's all we got going on. Now, at this point in time, not a lot is happening. You can see that I'm forging a ring of... what? I think I'm forging a ring of sorcery? No? I don't know what I'm forging right now. Yeah, I'm forging a ring of sorcery right now, which is pretty cool. And part of the reason I'm forging rings of sorcery is I can equip them onto like this guy right here, along with he's forging the Skullface helmet or whatever it's called, so that way he can open up Tartarian gates. And you can see that my death gem income has gone down a lot from last turn, and that's because I spent over 300 casting Well of Misery. So that away, we're going to get us a whole bundle. And it turns out, by the way, that this was actually a very good call, because I will find out later that our sailor friends actually try to take Well of Misery from us and spend about 250 gems, I believe he said, to try and go ahead and snatch up Well of Misery, but it does not succeed. Anywho, what else we got going on? Oh. We're going to take our Naiad here. I put on the Shambler Skin Cloak for no reason, so she can double breathe underwater. Anyway, good for her. The main goal for her is she's gonna go over here, and because I got all these water gems, she's gonna summon me some Queen of Water Elementals. I think that's gonna be helpful. Having some of them is gonna be quite useful, and you can see I'm just mustering up a big army that of which is going to launch further invasions. We're gonna be sending this force led by our legendary hero Simon Wolf and Asumbras, and they're gonna be hitting Y Spring Grove. And then ultimately going over to Stis. That's the majority of what I've got going on here. I'm not sure if there's realistically anything else happening. I don't think so. We're just hoping that kind of Ulm does a lot of damage to our sailor buddies. And, but like also kind of loses so we can go and take Ulm too. We would like that outcome. And we're going to go try and snatch up some Vanheim provinces. So, yippee skippy. Conflict's all about moving lots of mages around, and you can see we're shipping over lots of troops. Like Robert here is going to be moving these wolves. I mean, the wolves, I mean, they don't fight well or anything like that, but one of the nice things about them is that they do provide a 0.8 siege strength. So, you know, it's always good to have more siege chaff, and it's not nothing. And that's about all I've got going on right now, so let's hop on over to turn 92. Continue old game. 92. Bang. Boom. So, you can see we completed some more blood magic research. Hooray. Voice of Absu got cast a whole bunch. You can see that, lots of Haruspecs. We got our Well of Misery off, so that's good. Got the Haruspecs going. Gnome lore is happening. Oh, yeah. We tried to summon a fire elemental, but didn't work because somebody else had him, and I believe we find out this turn that the person who had him is actually Ulm, because I believe we're going to see him in a battle. Nabaa is going to go ahead and cast Galegate, so that's going to help Nabaa a lot. I mean, air gems are pretty valuable. I wish I had more of them. It's actually, I think it's my worst income. And it's kind of one of my big spells. You know, Fog Warriors is a big deal for my people. But that's how it goes. Galegate's good for him, so hooray. Auspex. We tried to do an infiltration of our sailor friends, but we did not succeed. And we got some fights. So if we take a look on over here, we can see this Grigori is going to fight a big fat army. But, like, he doesn't really buff himself up sufficiently and just casts a lot of enslaved minds. So he's going to get smacked pretty quick and murdered. Especially considering the fact that a lot of his guys are like this dude, that of which are going to have magic weapons and weapons of sharpness, so. Bang! So it goes. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a move. Now, this is an interesting turn. So, first of all, in White Spring Grove, there's nothing. There's nothing there that Vanheim has. Vanheim just has some piddly little province spins. But the interesting thing is that to move troops here, I don't know why. I think he must have misclicked or something, because I told him I was going here, and he just moved like a true, like, there's no way he was trying to do something cute with this, because like this is not enough to deal with my army. Like this little piddly nothing is just insufficient. And I'm also gonna just shell out so much. But it's still cool. I love seeing all my guys with all the little stuff and the little weapons of sharpness and everything. Anyway, those demons did fall back there, which is sort of unfortunate, because ultimately what that did is it ended up getting 2 of my Mothers of Avalon killed, which sucks. But we won the battle. I mean, I would say, yeah, I would say Ind suffered a little bit more than we did, but that's cool. Moving along. We got a nice battle here. Don't remember if this is sizable or not. I don't think so. No. Okay. So, Ulm is just continuing to truck along. We've got a few more raiding shenanigans going on with Ind. We can see our fire cow showing up. He's going to have no problem dealing with this. Boop. And what's going on over here? Sacking a city, fortress that doesn't have anybody in it. Very nice. No losses there, so good for them. We got some unexpected events, so right here, got some more tax income. Very nice. What else we got going on? Oh, a King Kraken King came and took over a province. Now, this is not actually the end of the world, because this is a province that actually doesn't have any population or income. Or gems. So, okay. Let's see here. Not really much else happened. Yeah, this is the Kraken King taking over. We found a Scout of Nabah. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's totally it. So we set these guys to hang out and patrol until we were able to get our main army to come join up against Satis. So we're going to take Satis. And that's going to be quite nice because that is going to generate us some death gems, some nature gems, some water gems. You can see right now that our death gem income is up to 54. Pretty gangster. And we're moving all of our troopers along. So, what else do we have going on? Bitter Wind. I don't remember anything else particularly interesting happening. Oh yeah, but one thing I did forget to mention is that we saw the King of Flames. Ulm had the King of Flames, so that's why we were unable to get the. That's why we were unable to get the other King of Elemental Fire, which I knew he had. I just wasn't thinking. So that's unfortunate. But we've got our army chilling out right here, doing some site searching, making sure we go ahead and you know, I hate seeing like this. It's like you see like this and you that feels right. And you see the site searching like this, and you're like, I want to see 9s across the board. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna keep this army hanging out right here, ready to fight up against End in the event that we have to. But until then, most of our forces are going to be converging right here. We can see that our lovely Naiad is going to be summoning a Queen of Elemental Water. And that's about it. Sending some more scouts out to kind of refresh because a couple of our monks have been getting captured. And let's hop on over to turn 93. 93 was a good turn. 2. Righteous. Okay, so a lot of voice aptitude and stuff gets cast. We were able to get ourselves a Queen of Elemental Water, which is nice. More side searching. We're getting our Tartarian Gate situation starting rocking and rolling. One thing we're also summoning a Flame Spirit. We're going to need a good bit more Flame Spirit because being able to cast the combo of Firefiend and Heat from Hell, really nice. Just really freaking nice. And being able to do that combination is great. So that's what we got going on right there. I don't think there's a lot else. Oh yeah, we got ourselves a Bane Lord. Part of the reason we summoned a Bane Lord is at some point in time, is one, they're good troop movers and commanders. Also, at some point in time, we're probably going to be summoning Wights. Wights are really good. They're counterable, but they are pretty good, and they have good HP. They have good armor. And they have magic weapons. And I like that. So having some of those in my army, I think would be a nice thing. What else we got? We see an interesting little fights happening right here. So we can see that Vanheim is going to strike back. And this is actually kind of a cool battle. So we've got these, what are they, Vanhursts or whatever? Van Jarls. Going up against our friend, the mighty Fire Cow here. And Vanheim, being a pretty good player, very experienced, is going to be using the legendary air elementals. And I mentioned this before, I believe, but it's a really common way to take care of thugs and super combatants and stuff because air elementals have trample and they have a size 6. And if this guy's only a size 4, he's got a real problem on his hands. So, no. But this guy, he's pretty tanky. So he is going to actually whack him and survive this. You kind of need a little bit more. And some of these woodsmen are actually eating some of the air elemental stuff, making it a little less potent. Boom. So he's gonna whack that dude. And he got close, but boom, that lightning bolt is what actually ended up finishing him off. So good for him, though this guy's gonna die from fire. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really know how good of a trade that is. I haven't looked up to see how hard it is to summon one of these. But in either case, we can see a 1-for-1 trade there. And I ended up fighting a big old battle in Tis, and you can see that a huge army, colossal, but believe it or not, we do pull out ahead and suffer no casualties. And some events happen. Sometimes we get more tax income, sometimes we get less, and then it's ever so nice whenever we find 1,000 gold lying around somewhere. We lost some population because of flooding. That's cool. And conjuration rituals are cheaper this month, so we're probably going to continue to summon some stuff. One of the things, my monk was found and murdered by an army. Not a particularly terrifying one, but an army. I mean, a lot of dwarven smiths, so that's pretty good. This is actually a pretty strong army now. I'm looking at it. Where is that? I'm not even sure. Oh, that's way deep in there, so I'm not really messed up with all that. Yes, Tis has already had their fortress breached, and we went ahead and got ourselves a little mercenary snake boy. Man, he can cast anti-magic and stuff, so that's pretty cool, and Serpent's Blessing, so those are useful abilities that I might have him do. Anyway, the rest of my army is going to be marching on over to here. One thing I will be doing is I will be having these two summon me Bishopfish. I can't look it up, but that's what they're doing. They're summoning Bishopfish. And the reason is because at some point in time, I may end up wanting to take, like, this throne, or, like, this throne, or this throne, or this throne. And if I don't have my god or my pretender there, a Bishopfish can do the job. So, what else? Tartarian gates are getting torn open. You can see that we're forging skull staffs and stuff like that. So that way we can get our liches good and juiced. So that way they can see, like, he's making a skull face helm, so he can put that on along with the ring of sorcery, and he can start opening up Tartarian gates. So lots of that going around. This dude's flipping out and burning shit. Good for him. And that's really all I got going on in this turn as well. A cool little turn. Let's go ahead and hop on over to turn 94. 94. Bang. Bang. Man, we're doing okay on time. Call of the Wild, of course, is going to be cast, as well as Awakened Vineman. We're looking for stuff, not really happening. We've got our Bishopfish summoned, Tartarian Gates going off, doing some Auspex, looking around, getting ourselves another Bane Lord, doing some Arcane Probing, found a maze, very nice. We're summoning ourselves another Flame Spirit. Part of that is because Conjuration Rituals are cheaper, but another part of it is just because having that Firefiend Heat from Hell combo, very nice. Very, very good against large armies. Let's see here. We got a battle over in this forest. I don't remember what it was all about. Apparently it was nothing. My Iron Angel's just going to go step on some dudes. My monk accidentally attacked a place. I don't know why he did that. We went ahead and attacked the Fortress of Tis. And this army that you see here might look familiar to you. You recognize these boys? Just imagine there's a dude standing right there. That dude was supposed to be Sinowolf, but Sinowolf was actually back here. Anyway, nobody here. So it's not really a big deal. In fact, nobody dies. Woo! Great job, team. What else we got going on? We got a little tiff here. Oh, this is another battle inside of an empty fortress. Great. This is actually a pretty sizable battle, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So you can see a big old force of Ulm is going to be trying to take this this fortress from Phaecia. And you're going to see a lot of spells going off. Look at all this. So both of them are casting Wailing Winds. We got Natural Storm coming down. But Natural Storm doesn't really do anything. I mean, it reduces these guys' accuracy, but who cares? Raining Stones, right? So, one thing to comment on that I don't agree with is he casts Firestorm, and I don't think Firestorm is the right play here. I think Heat from Hell is better, because if I recall correctly, Heat from Hell like better ignores armor, whereas Firestorm just does like a flat amount of damage. And a lot of these guys have armor, and a lot of the mages that you'd want to kill with this have fire resistance. So like she's got 10 fire resistance, so you see she's not gonna take like any damage, right? So really not a big deal. Same thing kind of going on with this lady, right? She's not gonna take any damage either. So a lot of that going around. This dude might take some damage, but anyway, we got this bloody battle going on. Oh, a Ravenous Swarm, I believe, was cast by Olm, so that way it can chew through these whites. Good thinking. Ravenous Swarm's a good spell. Lots more Magicum landing all around. Hitting that Ice Elemental. It's a bloody fight. This is that King of Elemental Fire that I wanted to join my team. Let's pump things up a little bit. Nah, not that much. Some bird boys in the back here. Let's see. You can see the water elemental, the queen of water elementals, whatever she is, the Queen of Lakes, I believe, really doing work in the back line here. You can see the King of Fire elementals purging through. It's very close. Very close fight. Which is kind of the ideal of what I wanted to happen. But ultimately, guess what? Olm does not win. Watch what happens to this dude. He's getting hit by Drain Life, and Drain Life just... I mean, it gets you, man. Drain Life is such a good ability. Because it just ignores everything and just does damage. Whew. I thought Drain Life killed this guy, but I guess it doesn't. Huh. Hand of Death. Can't believe he's holding on, that little Lich boy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Drain Life is gonna get you. Yep, he's just gonna Drain Life him out. And our poor little lady here, she's just sadly super stuck. She's super paralyzed 21 times by Albert Einstein right here. Drain Life. And then, oh, the Hand of Death coming out and finishing him off. So, very neat. Very neat. Wait. Yeah. Hand of Death is what ultimately got him. So, it was a close battle, but ultimately, Olm did not succeed. Though, like, I don't know, I kind of feel like this is... I don't know if I'd really call this a win for our Sailor friends, because our Sailor friends, everyone died except for one unit. Which is the Lich, right? I don't know. Who didn't die? Oh, the Mound... He was a Mound Fiend. That's right. Other than the Mound Fiend, everyone died. So, I wouldn't really call that a win. So, we're actually pretty happy to see that go down. I don't know what this is all about. I think Nabah's just doing a little bit of raiding. Oh, no. Nabah's taking an empty fortress. A lot of us are doing that. Vanheim's really suffering a good deal from that. And at some point in time, I don't remember if I mentioned this already. Oh, I think this happened like on turn 91 or so. Conjuration rituals are still cheaper. That's cool. We got another night. But I don't remember if I mentioned this, but Astral Corruption did go down, and the reason it went down, my understanding, is that Nabah somehow cursed the caster of Astral Corruption, that of which Vanheim had, and Horrors came and killed it. And so that's why Astral Corruption is down. So that's pretty cool. Now that's why we were able to get that Gale Gate up and our Will of Misery up. So we're pretty happy, boys. And at this point in time, I'm scheming. I don't remember if I said this already, or if I said it in the last time I recorded this and didn't record my voice. But I'm scheming, you see. I'm scheming because I'm thinking to myself that if I can just get off Gift of Nature's Bounty, woohoo, that would be pretty nice. Otherwise, we're going to summon ourselves another Queen of Water Elementals because we just saw one of them die. And we can feel pretty happy about all that. I wonder, was I smart enough? Yeah, and I'm going to summon myself the King of Fire Elementals as well. The reason being is because I just saw him die. So hopefully I can snag those two for me. Still doing the Tartarian Gate deal, still forging Demon Banes and that sort of thing. So things are moving along at a crisp pace. We've taken Satis, we've taken Felden Forest, and we can't really take anything else. So we're going to shift our troops around, kind of shore up our borders along the throne here, along right here against the capital of Phaeacia. Phaeacia? I already forgot. You know, making sure these guys are nice and happy and getting ready, because in the event that things go poorly for Ulm, I want to go ahead and snatch up his cap right there. So that's turn 94. I don't care how long this takes. We're going to do turn 95. I want to get 5 turns done. That's how I do. Alrighty. Turn 95. So, cast a whole bunch of spells. You can see more Tartarian Gates coming down. Arcane Probing, Voice of Absus. You get the gist. Finding lots of stuff, though. Some Enchanted Glaciers. Getting some Banelords going. Awakening some Vinemen. Tartarian Gates. Got ourselves the King of Fire Elementals. Hooray! We've got ourselves a nice battle over here. With Ulm Phaeacia. And I have no memory of this battle whatsoever. I didn't get this far in my last time I recorded these exact turns. I didn't get this far in there. Ooh. This looks really bad. This looks like you do not have enough troopers to actually fight this. Oh. Oh, Ulm. Wow. I do not remember seeing this battle whenever it happened. Dang, Ulm. That is some fire. That is gonna kill a lot of dudes. What is he doing here? Is he trying to do linebacker communions? I don't think so, no. He's just doing weird stuff. I don't really understand what the heck happened here. But that is devastating. Holy cow. These women are all gonna get murderified. Like, this dude alone might kill everybody. Or maybe he'll just run past everything. I don't understand what's happening. But, okay. And you guys are gonna run? What are Ulm's morale? Morale's at 11? Man, that's rough. Ulm does not have great morale. They do win this battle. A lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. Wow. But they did lose 40 Black Plate Infantry, you know, so 10 Guardians, so that's not bad. And they killed a lot of dudes. 19 Colossi Weavers is no small feat. So, not a great battle there for Phaeacia. We had some events. We found some more gold, just because we're cool like that. Some more gold and some Blood Slaves. Some more gold and Enchanted Pike. So we like finding money. Conjuration Rituals are cheaper. We've got a horrible disease, which is unfortunate. Not really a lot I can do about that. And then we had our monk got found and murdered. So, unfortunately, we got diseases happening here, which is not really the greatest news I've ever seen, but okay. And you can see these are our Bishop Fish. We've got 2 Water Elemental Queens. We got the Queen of the Sea, and we got the Queen of the Deeps. I should have summoned again, because there's still the Queen of the Lakes that died only last turn, so. But I don't do that. Instead, I'm hanging out with these 200 nature gems, feeling pretty groovy. And I kind of want to gear up a little bit more. I want like 300 nature gems. I want this to be a big spell that lasts for a long time. Whenever I cast Gift of Nature's Bounty. You can see over here, still doing the Awakening of Vinemen, but this time I've actually wisely used my Tree Lord Staff, which gives you a +1 to Awaken Vinemen bonus. So that gives me up to 4. So I can get me all kinds of Vine Boys. So that's excellent news. You can see I'm bringing an army right here, again, for the inevitable war I presume I will have to fight with End. And that's really all I can think that's going on right now. We're just forging Demon Banes, moving troopers around, doing some arcane probing, Gnome Lores, continuing to move our troops to various locales, so that way we can kind of shore up our defenses in various places and prepare for any wars that are to come and kind of recover a little bit. I was feeling a little bit better around this time. I'm casting Legion of Whites, by the way, because whites are good. I was feeling a little bit better around this time because I wasn't actively at war with anybody, and my turns felt a lot more relaxed. I didn't have to fiddle and make sure everything was just so and be like, oh, but Maw's the Earth doesn't work on flying units and this kind of nonsense. So I was actually pretty happy at this point in time of my life. And I really think that's about all we've got going on. So that obviously went over the usual 30 minutes. It always goes over 30 minutes. I don't know. It's around 40 minutes. That's to be honest. That's what really how long this stuff lasts. But in any event, that is really all I have to say about what's going on right now. Getting us some more Knight Commanders of Avalon to shuttle troops around. That's it. In any event, I've been The Last Pretender, and I'll see you guys next time.